forgiveness plan. Let's take that back.
It's funny how Lauren Boebert is literally just always yelling about something. Her tone is always angry, righteous, and just way too loud. This is such a nice setting. It's like a backyard in the country, and yet she can't for 1 second drop her act as the right's most unhinged congresswoman. And I know we're not supposed to tone police, especially female politicians, but there's part of me that really just wants Lauren Boebert to relax and stop drumming up fear and resentment amongst her constituents. But then I realized that the only reason Lauren Boebert is in power is because she drums up fear and resentment among her constituents, so much so that they feel like the world is going to end if they don't vote for her. She's operating with the amount of shrewdness and dignity of a high school bully, which makes sense given these remarks from her now foe, Marjorie Taylor Greene, about what Congress is really like.
So I ran for Congress, and now I'm a member of Congress, and I was thinking, okay, how can I explain what Congress is like? I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys it's a lot like high school. It really is.
Boebert is doing more than just acting like a high school bully. She's trying to appeal to the youngest demographic of voters, and let's just say she's not doing it very well. In this speech, Boebert was focused on issues that face Gen Z. She, like many on the right, have realized that the youth vote is mobilizing at rapid pace, and they are no longer a demographic that can just be ignored when it comes to the polls. Since the Trump years, the youth vote has grown and gotten more consistent, peaking in the midterms of 2018 and declining a bit in 2022, but still up from any election prior to 2016. And while those numbers are scaring the Republicans as youth vote so heavily Democratic, it doesn't exactly seem like Lauren Boebert and others have anything to offer Gen Z. As she said, she has no interest in supporting student debt relief and a host of other issues that bring young people to the polls. But one thing she does have is empty platitudes to offer us.
If I felt that this was hopeless, I would go home. I have 4 boys and a 2-month-old grandson that I could hold every day. But I believe in you, and I believe in our nation, and I know that we can turn this around.
Lauren Boebert needs all the help she can get as she heads into her next election cycle, and some bombshell fundraising news this week from her opponent is clearly spooking her. So Adam Frisch, who lost his challenge against Boebert in the midterms by just 546 votes, just dropped his latest campaign fundraising numbers, and they are a doozy. $2.6 million in the second quarter for a congressional candidate who isn't even running this year. According to his campaign, this breaks the record, quote, for the largest quarterly fundraising for a U.S. challenger in the year before an election, excluding special elections and self-funded campaigns. So while Boebert is focused on drumming up support from a demographic she's never gonna win, she should be focused solely on donations because she is going to need a lot of them. For more of my videos on the breakdown, stay right here. You can watch my latest video on Marjorie Taylor Greene getting stumped over the border issue by clicking on the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at CaroJohnson917.